and you stop breathing. Hundreds of people sleep peacefully inside. Rows of beds stretch across an enormous underground facility. Children, families, elderly people, all sleeping safely. No alarms, no scanners, no fear. The air feels strangely calm here, like the room itself is breathing. One woman smiles weakly at you. First time seeing real sleep? You nod slowly. You forgot people could even look peaceful anymore. Marcus leads you through the sleeping chamber. Machines quietly hum beside several beds. Brain activity monitors display strange patterns you don't understand. One sleeper suddenly begins speaking softly while asleep. They're waiting beyond the door. Nobody reacts, like they've heard it before. Marcus stops beside a glass room at the center of the chamber. Inside lies a man connected to dozens of medical machines. Your stomach drops. The monitor beside him says, "Asleep for 214 days. That's impossible. Marcus shakes his head slowly. He says time works differently there. Marcus stares at the sleeper nervously. Then the sleeping man's eyes suddenly open. Pure white. No pupils, no iris. Just white. He slowly turns toward you and smiles. Every instinct in your body screams at you to run. The man speaks softly. You finally made it. You step backward in horror. What the hell was that? Marcus looks exhausted. We don't fully understand. Understand what? Marcus lowers his voice. The people who disappeared after sleeping, they didn't die. Your heartbeat stops. They crossed over. The room suddenly feels colder. Marcus explains that scientists discovered human consciousness was somehow connecting to another reality during REM sleep. A shared dimension, ancient, intelligent, and somehow linked to humanity itself. The government believed the entities inside dreams were manipulating people into abandoning physical reality. So they outlawed sleep globally. But it was already too late. The connection had begun spreading, and the longer humanity stayed awake, the stronger the hallucinations became. Not because people were going insane, but because the barrier between worlds was weakening. That's why even awake people now hear whispers, see shadows, dream while conscious. The worlds are bleeding together. Marcus stares directly into your exhausted eyes. You've already crossed further than most. You suddenly feel dizzy again. Your vision pulses strangely. The whispers return inside your skull. Come home. You collapse into a nearby chair. Your body can't continue much longer. Marcus kneels beside you. You need to decide. Decide what? Whether you want to stay here or go back. Your eyes drift toward the sleeping people surrounding you. Peaceful, safe. For the first time in years, nobody here looks afraid. Then distant alarms suddenly echo through the underground facility. Marcus curses quietly. They found us again. The sleep hunters are coming. And this time, there's nowhere left to run. Panic spreads through the chamber. Some survivors begin waking sleepers desperately. Others grab weapons, but many refuse to leave their beds. One woman whispers calmly, "It's too late anyway." The blast door begins shaking violently. Massive impacts echo through the chamber. The hunters are breaking through. Marcus grabs your arm. Come on, but you can barely stand anymore. Your entire body trembles violently from exhaustion. Then the whispers suddenly become perfectly clear. Sleep. The command feels warm, comforting, safe. Your eyelids begin closing. Marcus shakes you desperately. Don't do it here. But you're too tired, too broken, too human. Your body finally collapses onto an empty bed. Everything fades slowly into darkness. Then, the hallway returns. But this time it isn't empty. Millions of people stand silently beside you, all facing forward. At the far end of the endless corridor, the massive shadow waits. Larger than before, ancient beyond understanding. You feel terror at first, then suddenly, peace. Real peace. The kind nobody has felt since sleep became illegal. The shadow moves closer, and for the first time, You understand. Humanity was never supposed to stay awake this long. Dreaming wasn't a flaw. It was a bridge, a doorway connecting human consciousness to something older than civilization itself. The government didn't ban sleep to protect people. They banned it because they were terrified humanity would leave them behind. The shadow reaches toward you gently, and thousands of voices whisper at once. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Then you look around the hallway one final time and realize something horrifying. Every missing person, every vanished sleeper, every dreamer humanity thought was dead, is standing here. You notice something else. Some of the faces are familiar. Your cousin, your old teacher, the woman from your apartment building who disappeared 2 years ago, all standing silently inside the hallway. None of them look afraid. None of them look trapped. They almost look relieved. The shadow at the end of the corridor grows larger, not walking, not moving, simply becoming closer somehow. Your mind struggles to understand what you're seeing. Then the whispers return. Only now they sound clearer than ever before.
You are never meant to stay awake forever.
Images suddenly flood your mind. Ancient humans sleeping beside fires, entire civilizations dreaming, massive cities buried beneath deserts, strange symbols carved into stone walls. Every civilization, every generation, dreaming, connecting. Then another image appears. Scientists, government officials, military leaders, watching brain scans inside underground laboratories, terrified, because they discovered something impossible. Human consciousness was evolving, and sleep was accelerating it. The governments of the world didn't fear dreams because they killed people. They feared dreams because they changed people. The more humans connected to the dream world, the less control governments had over them. You suddenly understand why the sleep hunters never kill sleepers. They're afraid sleepers will escape. The hallway trembles softly. The shadow finally stops in front of you. You still cannot fully see its face. Your human brain almost refuses to process it. Then it reaches forward slowly and touches your forehead. Suddenly, you remember everything. Not memories, something older, something buried. You remember dreams before language, before cities, before humanity forgot what sleep was truly for. You collapse to your knees. Tears stream down your face, not from fear, from understanding, far away, inside the waking world. The sleep hunters finally breach the underground chamber. Gunfire erupts, people scream, beds overturn, but the sleepers never wake. The hunters move carefully through the chamber, scanning bodies. One of them finally stops beside your sleeping form. For several seconds, it simply stares at you. Then something strange happens. The hunter slowly removes its helmet. Underneath is the face of a young woman. Exhausted, terrified, human. She studies your peaceful expression silently, then whispers, "What did you see?" But you never answer, because by now, you are too far away. Inside the hallway, millions of dreamers begin walking forward together, toward the endless darkness beyond, toward whatever waits after the dream. And for the first time since sleep became illegal, you no longer feel tired. You no longer feel afraid. The last thing you hear before the hallway consumes everything is the same sentence spoken by millions of voices at once.
Humanity is finally waking up!